This planet is a game preserve. We're the game.
A lot of anticipation on this film, you know. Are you nervous? Are you excited? Are you over it? I mean,
oh, I'm definitely not over it.
All right.
And I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I've seen it and I love it, and we accomplished what we set out to do.
Excited because people just love the Predator character. It's a very enduring character. I love the movie. I love what Nimrod did with it, and I've watched it many times with him, by myself, and with other people, and it's just a fun ride of a movie.
I'm about to throw up.
okay, all right. Yeah, I would.
That's what happens. The director job's much tougher than the producer's job. I tell you that much.
I mean, yeah, man. Taking on this franchise, I'd be like.
Yeah, it was something. It was that moment where my agent had called and said, "So, guess what? Robert just chose you to direct the film." And there was this one moment of, "Really? Oh!" I started screaming. I'm overjoyous. And then about 30 seconds later, the nausea starts to kick in, and the realization of what has just happened and what you've just taken on. Not only do I have to impress this guy who I've looked up to as a filmmaker, now I got to impress about 4 million raving Predator fans all over the world.
How do we kill them however you can?
How does this story pick up from the 1987?
I don't know if you could have I don't know if there's a direct line. What I do know is that our characters are aware of what transpired in the early films, so definitely the universe is tied together. And there are enough nods and enough things in this film where the fans of the original film will be able to smile and laugh. But at the same time, it's an original standalone film, and I think that if you've never seen a Predator film in your life, you'd still be able to get a kick out of it.
I'm looking back over your resume and I'm going, you know what? I don't think I recall you ever doing an action movie, like, of this nature. Is this the first one?
Yeah, it's the first one on this level. I mean, I think, you know, there were a lot of action sequences in King Kong that are overlooked.
But you're playing the dude in this.
But this is the dude.
Yeah.
And this is not, I don't have a 25-pound gorilla. It is very exciting to have that opportunity. It's something I've looked for a really long time. You know, I think Hollywood's historically kind of relied on physical brawn to depict strength, and I think there's much more to that, especially even in a Predator movie. It wasn't Arnold's physical strength that allowed him to reign over the Predator. It was his ability to outsmart them. And if you're playing a military leader, especially in a world where we're unfortunately consumed with images of young people in the military who are not dissimilar looking to myself, you have to approach it with a real truthful perspective and come with an intellectual strength and a confidence and a tactical skill set and self-reliance and qualities that are real, that an audience today can believe in and respect.
Adrien was the guy who wanted this more than anybody, and we've both had an opportunity to work with a lot of actors, and to see someone who's had as much success as Adrien, who's as talented as Adrien is, want something so passionately.
Wow.
I just knew that he was going to do something interesting, new, and it's something the audience wouldn't expect, and that it would feel like you had a new actor you had discovered, a new character.
Never having seen him in a character like this.
But yet he has the experience and an Oscar, so you've got this talent that just everyone, you could tell, raised up to that level.
Did you have these guys do any sort of conditioning? I mean, obviously, Adrien's not going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he was jacked in the movie.
He was jacked up, and it was tough because the movie had to be done in such a short amount of time. McCollum said, okay, there's good news and bad news. You got the part. Bad news is, I didn't tell you this before, we start in a week and a half. And he's like, what? I said, yeah, seriously.
He's like, he was thrown in. And
I
then
said, well, that's how the movie starts. You drop, hit the planet, and you run. That's the character you're playing.
Yeah, and then he says, all right, well, at least give me some time for the big reveal, so we could
over the course
be ready
of the movie.
That. And then we reminded him, well, that's all good, baby, but you're going to be in the middle of December, the middle of cold Texas winter, with your shirt off, running around. We'll push it as far as you want. Just be aware of that.
But yeah, all the actors would just in the gym every day when they weren't on set because we cast this 2 weeks before shooting. Some of them just came in the week before, Adrien a week and a half before.
There was a physical transformation. I put on 25 pounds for this role.
I was.
But that wasn't the priority even for me. It was a tremendous amount of work. And it's almost there, almost because I have a sense of humor about it, because I know people aren't expecting that, and they're gonna make comparisons anyway. And I said I'll give them what they want anyway. I'll transform physically as well. But you know, look at military leaders. They're not superhuman, and I wanted him to be flawed, and I wanted him to be a man who had lost a lot of his humanity, and so I focused on those aspects.